Hi everyone, welcome to English with Shams. We have designed an English course, 30 days English speaking challenge for you to enhance English communication, pronunciation, and vocabulary. This is day 3, topic parts of speech, part 2. In this video, you will learn about parts of speech, article, and punctuation marks.
Good evening, everyone. Let's start our today's session number 3. In this session, first we will discuss remaining parts of speech, and then we will start with kinds of sentence. Okay. So in our last session, we started parts of speech, and few of the parts of speech we have already discussed till interjection, I think. Yes, till interjection we have discussed. Now let's discuss about the rest of the parts of speech. Today here we have articles. The articles are a, also an, and the or the. So we will see the pronunciation of these one as well. So the words are and the are usually called articles. They are called articles as they have some special significance as part of the speech. And there are two types of articles. One is definite article. The is, or it is also pronounced as the. So we will see where it is pronounced as the and in which condition it is pronounced as the. And that is the definite article. And another type is indefinite article, a or an. So let's discuss first about definite article, that is the. If we wish to particularize the noun, we use this article, the. This article is used for singular and plural numbers and for all genders. Note, the, it is, if before vowel. So as we know, the consonant and vowels. So anyone, what is consonant, vowel? Any idea? What are the consonant and what are the vowels?
Vowels are an, E, A, E, O, U.
Yes, A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U are called as vowels, and the remaining are called consonant. Okay, I think in the document, let me show you. So here, okay, so it is not discussed here. I think in parts of speech, yes, it is mentioned here. Let me show you. Yeah. So there are 26 letters, and out of these 26, 5 are called vowels, and those are A, E, I, O, U. So these 5 alphabets are called as vowels, and remaining alphabets are called consonant. Okay, so here now look at this, is important. So what it says that if we wish, yeah, so the before a vowel, if the article is used before a vowel, then it should be pronounced as the. Oh, sorry. It should be pronounced as the before a vowel, and the before a consonant. For example, now here, let us bath in the river. So you see, river is a noun, right? So what we say, the definite article, if we wish to particularize the noun, we use this article. Okay, if you wish to particularize a noun, then we use this article. Now, in this sentence, here, let us bath in the river. So, in this sentence, we are talking about a particular river. We are not talking about any river, a particular river, right? So, then da is used. And da, so before a noun, R is a vowel or consonant? Anyone?
Consonant.
Consonant. So what it says that uh, it should be pronounced as da if it comes before a consonant. So we should say that let us bath in the river, not the. It should be the river because the article is coming before before a consonant. Now the doctor came here. So you see, before doctor is a common noun, right? So before doctor, the is used. So why? Because the doctor means a particular doctor. We are trying to express about a particular doctor, not any other doctor, a particular doctor, right? So in that case, the is used. If we are not talking about any particular doctor, then the no need of the. So now again, it because that the is coming before a consonant because D is a consonant, so it should be pronounced as the doctor came here. Okay. Similarly, the is used before the holy books. So when we say Quran, so it should not be like only Quran, it should be the Quran. Similarly, other holy books, the Bible, the Quran, the Ramayana, right? So it should with the. And of course, again, based on whether it is a consonant or vowel, it should be the or the. Okay. Similarly, the article is used with newspapers. So, like the Statesman, the Anand Bazaar, or the Hindu, the Chronicle. So you might have seen newspapers with the name like the Hindu, the Chronicle, right? The Deccan Herald, right? So it is normally with with newspapers, the is used. Similarly with ships, the Titanic, right? And trains, the Bombay Mail, the Rajdhani Express, right? And aeroplanes, the Boeing 747, the Indian Airline, the Jet Airways. Similarly with famous buildings, the Taj Mahal, the Victoria Memorial, and with rivers, the Ganga, Jamuna, right? And then with seas, the Arabian Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, with oceans, with Gulf, with mountain, island, with these, the is used. Oh, sorry, the is used. Again, it may be pronounced as the or the based on this thumb rule. What is thumb rule? It should be pronounced as the if it comes before a novel, and it should be pronounced as the if it comes before a consonant. Okay, all right. So then this is all. This is about. And similarly with states as well and directions, like go to the north and then turn to the south. So here with directions, similarly with states, the Karnataka, the Punjab, and collective formed countries, like we have United States of America, so it should be with the United States of America. Again here all right, so the vowel sound should come along with the word. Okay, so if it vowel sound is coming, then it should be the. Otherwise, it should be vowel sound is coming, then it should be the. Otherwise, the. So USA. So here, when we say USA, then it should be pronounced as the USA. When we say United, the United States of America, the UK. Okay. So in this case, you can say that U is a vowel, then why we are still pronouncing THE as the, it should be the. But if you look at the actual pronunciation of U here, let me show you, let me take you to this. Look, it should be with a vowel sound, okay? It is United, right? United States of America. So I'm just taking this unite. So you see here, it is unite. So it is a United States of America, united. So you don't see the sound of vowels like A, E, I, O, U. So these are the vowels. So the sound of vowel should also come from that word. So though in the spelling, we can see it is U, which is a vowel. But when we pronounce this one, so it is, with a sound of U, unite, right? So that's why here it should be the, not the. So the vowel sound should come. So all these is part of the syllabus that we will be discussing one by one. Okay. And then similarly, whole class of the person, then superlative degree, comparative. For with these, the or the is used. The is used, and it is definite article. Now, if we talk about indefinite article, if we wish to generalize the noun, so in first case, it was particularize the noun. If we are talking about a particular noun, then the or the is used. However, for if we wish to generalize the noun, meaning generally, not if we are not talking about a particular noun, any general. So we use this article, indefinite article. This article is used for only singular, but for all genders. The or the is used for singular and plurals and for all genders. But in this case, indefinite article, if we wish to generalize the noun, we use this article. This article is used for only singular number and but for all genders. Okay, only singular is used for only singular number, but for all genders. So when we say genders, like male, female genders, right? So here important note. So it is actually letter A, but when we use this letter A as an article, then it should be pronounced like a, not A. Okay, so A when stressed A to Z, meaning if we are talking about alphabets, then it should be A. If we talk about like class A, class B, class C, right, section A, section B, then it is okay, A, because that is alphabet. But when we are talking about, let's say now I'm going to give, so it should be A when stressed A to Z, right? Grade A milk, vitamin A, section A, right, like this. But when it is used as an article, it should be pronounced as a when not stressed, like a region, a person, a pen, a class, right? So when we use alphabet A as an article, then it should be pronounced as a, not A. Okay, now example. A tiger lives in a forest. A tiger, not a tiger, okay? A tiger lives in a forest. So in this case, we are talking about any tiger. If we talk about a particular tiger, then instead of a, it should be the, the tiger. But here we are talking about any tiger. So it should be any tiger or tigers and any forest or forest. So here also we are talking about general forest, generally, not a particular forest. So that's why here we are using indefinite article. A tiger lives in a forest. If we talk about a particular tiger, then we should say the tiger lives in. If we are talking about a particular forest, then it should be like the tiger lives in the forest. Okay, so that then the article, the definite article must be used. Similarly, an ox is running on the road. So here we have a or an. These two are indefinite articles. A is used when when a noun starts, the sound of a noun starts with a consonant. An is used if a noun of if a sound of a noun starts with vowels like o, I, e, I, o, u. So in that, an ox is running on the road. Here, an ox, that is not any particular ox, so is running on a particular road. Right? So a or an, these are two indefinite articles. A is used if the noun which is coming after the article, the sound of the noun is a vowel sound. If it is a vowel sound, then it should be an. If it is a consonant sound, then it should be a. Okay, some example. The choice between the article a and an is determined by sound. A is used before a word beginning with a consonant, and an is used before a word beginning with vowel sound. So now some examples. Now somebody would like to explain this one. Anyone? Like some examples are there. What should be the sound? This is what I want to check. Yes, yes.
boy.
Yeah, it should be
A boy.
a boy, right? A boy. Okay, then
A lion.
a
A
lion,
lion.
right? Similarly, a book,
A
a
book.
mango, a bag, a student, like this. What about the second example?
An
An
elephant.
elephant.
Okay,
An ant.
an ink pot, an apple,
An
an
apple.
ice cream. So now somebody explain me why we are using a and an. Why?
A is starting before a consonant.
Yes.
An is an is yeah, vowel.
Vowel. So
Starting
you
with
can
vowel.
see that we are telling us a boy. So the boy, which is a noun, it is starting with a consonant or a consonant sound. So that's
Yes.
why we are using a. And then elephant, in elephant, elephant is a noun. And here, can you please mute because it is echoing. So elephant is a noun, but it is starting with a vowel sound. That's why article an is used. Okay, so this is the thumb rule. Similarly, some special use are there. Now, like you see, e is an vowel. E is a vowel, but still we are using a here. So we calling it as a European, a union, a university, right? But in case of R, though it is like consonant, H is a consonant, but we are still using an. So these are some special cases which we are now going to discuss. This is generally what we have discussed, general. Now in some special cases, like are European. So logically, it should be like an European because it is starting with E, which is a vowel. But when we correctly pronounce the sound here, it is not a vowel sound. it is actually a consonant sound. That's why we are using a, not an. Let me show you in the dictionary. What is that? Is European, right? European or Europe. Let's say Europe, right? Can you see here? Though the spelling it is starting with E, but in pronunciation it is Europe, 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 and it is actually starting with the sound Y. It is a consonant. That's why here. That's why here it is a European. Similarly, union, a university, university, university. So the spelling, as per spelling, it is starting with U, which is an vowel. But look at the pronunciation. It is university, university, university. So it is a Y consonant. That's why here the article "a" is used. Now, let's take some other examples. Like here it is mentioned like an R. Logically, since it is H, so which is a consonant, so logically it should be A, but an is used. So let's see why. R. Let's go to. So spelling is H-O-U-R, but the if you look at the pronunciation, it's R. Right? It is in spelling. It is starting with O sound. R. Similarly, some other examples. All right, like MBA. So MBA or so for MBA, so which is Master of Business Administration. So when we say master, in master it is, vowel consonant sound we can say. But when we say instead of Master of Business Administration, if we use the short form of Master of Business Administration, it is MBA. So here now, Master of Business Administration. So the short form is MBA. Okay, but right, so short form. But when I use the full form, it should be a Master of Business Administration. Okay, administration. And if I using the short form, then it should an MBA. So why? Because master, right? So here the sound consonant is coming. But when I use MBA, then it is starting with EMBA. So let's see here. So for master, okay, master it is. So it is starting with the sound master. But when I put only the like MBA, so I'm just putting the letter M. So let's see what sound. It should be like MBA. Yeah, can you see EMM? So the sound, vowel sound is coming. So that's why when we use the short form, it should be an MBA. When we use the full form, it should be a Master of Business Administration. For example, somebody introducing himself. Let's say, I would say that I am an MBA professional. Same thing, I can say, I am a Master of Business Administration professional, for example. Are you getting my point? So it all depends on the sound. So here in MBA, here M, it is with a vowel sound. That's why we are using the indefinite article an. However, Here in the full form, master, here we are using the vowel A. Okay, some other example. This is what we need to understand. Okay. Now there are some repetition of the article, right? So when two or more nouns or adjectives refer to different persons or thing, the the article, that is the article here. Why I should be use pronouncing this the as the or the here in this sentence? Anyone? What should be the correct pronunciation here? Because look at this sentence. Based on this sentence, this
The.
word the should be pronounced as the or the.
The
Why?
pronunciation of is
Because after the
because
there is a noun which is starting with a sound of a vowel article. So that's why it should be the article. Okay, right. Now, when two or more nouns or adjectives refer to different persons or things, the article is used before each noun or adjective. So the article "the" is used here in this sentence. The headmaster and the secretary are coming because these are, headmaster is one person and secretary is another person. So we are talking about a particular headmaster and a particular secretary. So that's why we are using the this article the headmaster and the secretary are coming. Okay, so then he had a black and a white cat. So here two different cats. One cat of black color and another cat of white color. So in this case, he had a black cat and a white cat. So now tell me, we are using the indefinite article "a" here. Why we are not using the the or an? Anyone? Because in this sentence, we are talking about general black and general white cat. If we are not talking about a particular white cat or black cat. If we are talking about a particular black and a particular white cat, then it should be he had the black and the white cat. So here we are talking general. So then he had a black and a white cat. And you know the black and white, so they are starting with a sound of a consonant. That's why it is "a" is used. This is how you need to, analyze. Now, give me a red and a blue pencil. So here actually asking for two pencils. One is red, another one is blue. Now, special some cases. When two or more nouns or adjectives refer to the same person or thing, the article is used before the first adjective or not. For example, the headmaster and secretary is coming. So it means one person, he is headmaster as well as he is a secretary. So that's why the article "the" is used only here in the starting. But in first case, the headmaster and the secretary are coming. In that case, headmaster is one person and secretary is another person, two different persons. So that's why the article is used with both of them. But here, the headmaster and secretary is only one person who is headmaster as well as a secretary. In that case, "the" should be used only one time. The headmaster and secretary is coming. We should not use "the secretary is coming" because we are referring to only one person. Now, another case. He had a black and white cat. So actually, he's talking about only one cat which has two colors, black and white. So it should be he had a black and white cat. You see the difference between this sentence and this sentence. So here, if see, there is a only a difference of a, and here the is not added, but look at the difference in meaning. When we have added a here, he had a black and a white cat, so it means two different cats. If a is not included this article, then if we say he had a black and white cat, it means one cat. You see how the if we include article, if we don't include article, how the sentence change, meaning of the sentence change. Similarly, give me a red and blue pencil. So it is actually asking for a one pencil with two colors. If it is asking for two pencils, two different pencils, then it should be give me a red and a blue pencil. Right now, so this is how we need to be carefully using the articles. We cannot include or exclude articles as per our convenience. So these are the thumb rules which we need to follow when we are using the article, and we need to make sure we pronounce them correctly. Okay, so this is about articles. Then repetition of the article we have discussed. In a comparison, if two nouns refer to different persons or things, the article is used with each noun, otherwise not. So he is a better statesman than a philosopher. So compared with different entity, that's why an article a is used before a better statesman and is also used before a philosopher. So you can see he is a better statesman than a philosopher. So if we talk about two qualities in the same person, he is a better statesman than philosopher. So here a article is not used. So why? Because here we are talking about two qualities in the same person. This is how we need to understand, distinguish between what we would like to express accordingly. Note, external and internal forces that impact on. Okay, so there are some sentences here. Now, that is all about article. Any question related to article? Okay, so let's move to next. Punctuation or symbols. What is also punctuation? So like full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, question mark, exclamatory sign, apostrophe, dash, hyphen, inverted commas, brackets, asterisk, slash, or stroke. So they are called as punctuation. So punctuation is a pause in a speech to make a new meaning or change the meaning of a sentence. For example, Ratin said, then comma, and then we can see we are using the inverted commas or quotation marks here. So Ratin said, Jaita is a fool, for example. Now, if we make some changes and if we change the position of these punctuations, let's say what will be the meaning. So Ratin, comma, said Sayita is a fool. So here it is a, with the meaning will change. So we need to make sure we use the correct punctuation at the correct place. So the word order is same. So word order of these two sentences, if we see, are same. But see how a fool is exchanged by punctuation. Punctuation means right use of putting in points or stopping in writing. So the following are the marks or stops used in writing. Okay. So full stop, this is full stop. So here, greatest pause or end or abbreviation. This is where the full punctuation full stop is used. Then we have comma, separate words or mark off. Comma is used to separate out words. Then semicolon between clauses. Then colon before listed items to separate two sentences. Then we have question mark. So note of interrogation or question mark. So it shows direct question or express doubt. So then note of exclamation. Okay. So express sudden emotion or wish. Apostrophe comma to form possessive case. Dash to indicate the break. To indicate break, a significant pause. Hyphen to connect the parts of a compound word, right? Inverted commas or quotation marks. So here single quotation mark and here double quotation mark. To indicate quotation, title of books, to draw attention. We will see some examples. Then brackets like square bracket, then round bracket we have to introduce an explanation. Asterisk to draw some special attention. Slash or stroke to show choice, okay, or para. So here it is a comma, semicolon. So these are the punctuations. If we, okay, so this is about punctuation. So we will start them using. Now we are talking about capitalization, cases, bullets, and numbering. So capitalization, a capital letter is used to begin a sentence. So whenever we are starting a sentence, so the first letter should be capital. Like a sentence, for example, next to mother's smile, books are the best. So since we are starting our sentence with the N letter, so N should be capital. This is one thumb rule. Second, to begin each line of a poem, so each line of a poem must start with capital. So like he, right? So must capital. To begin the first word of a quotation, right? Father said to me. You see the father, first word of a quotation, right? Father said to me, go to school. So it is under the quotation mark. So it is actually the quotation. So it is with quotation mark, then capital letter. So to begin the first word of a quotation. Then the abbreviations of the name, that is short forms of the name, like United States of America. So the short form of United States of America is USA. Similarly, United Kingdom, UK. So Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, so BE. So the short form of Bachelor of Engineering is BE. So B should be capital, E should also be capital, because it shows like a short form. Similarly, MBA, Masters Masters in Business Administration. So the short forms should come with should be with capital, right? And capital for God and for the pronoun relating to him, like pray to God for his blessings. So God is a G here is capital. His is H is also capital, because for God and for the pronoun relating to God, capital is used. To write pronoun, right? The pronoun I in all places should be used capital I. So like I can do this work. It is I who can do this work. So I as a pronoun should be used capital. Then we have to personify an object, right? The north wind rattled on his roof. To write the first word and all nouns in salutations. So like dear sir. So D is capital, sir is capital. All right. So similarly, to write the first word and all nouns in solution or in salutation. So you see, my dear mother. So M is capital, and here in this case, non M is also used as a capital. To write the title or designation of distinction, for example, the headmaster. So headmaster. So headmaster should be with capital H. The principal, so P, principal should be with capital P. The president should be with capital P. So when you start reading newspapers or books, watching news, so you must observe where the capital is used, where small is used, where the quotation marks are used, what is the logic behind it. So the logic on concept is being explained here. Okay. Then this is about capitalizing, using the capital letter. Okay. So now the cases. So if we go to Word file, we have different cases which are available. For example, let's say this is one sentence. So I can change the case of this sentence, meaning I can make capital case, lower case, title case, sentence case, italic, underline, and bold. So for example, now it is normal. I can bold this one. It is called bold. Then we have underline. So let me undo this one. Then it is normal now. This is underline. Okay, this is underline now. So I can remove underline. Okay, and then we have italic, meaning slight tilt. Now it is italic. This is normal. Italic, normal. Then we have sentence case. So actually, I have grammatically written it correctly. So it is a sentence case. I should put the full stop. So it becomes a sentence now. So this is called as sentence case. So then there is a title case is also there. So what happened now? Can you see Master of Business Administration? This is actually a title, a proper noun. So as we know, all proper nouns must start with a capital. So that's why in master is M is capital here, B is capital here, and A is capital, because Master of Business Administration. So in that case, it is called as title case. Okay, and then lower case means every letter is in lower case. So capital means everything is capital. So we need to, so there are some special cases where we can use this one. So we cannot put everything capital. This will be like, I cannot make myself. So this is the correct sentence. Instead of keeping like this, let's say I make it bold. Sorry, not bold. I make it capital all, uppercase. So all are capital. So this is not the correct way of writing a sentence. So we should take care where we should be using capital, where we should be using the small. So again, this is the uppercase where the letters are capital. Then we have capitalize each word, meaning first letter of each word will be capital. So you see here now in this case, first letter of each word is with capital, but this is also incorrect. All right. Then another is lowercase. Everything is lower. This is also incorrect. Okay. And another one is, yeah. So it should be in a correct way. So the correct way is like MBA, this one. Because this is the short form of Master of Business Administration. So the short form or abbreviations are always with the capital. So this is how we need to take care of our sentence. Okay, and then similarly, we have bullet and numbering. So for example, if I want to apply a bullet or numbering, I select here, and there is the option of bullets. These are called as bullet. Then instead of bullets, we can also use numbers in this or alphabets. So these are called as bullets and numbering. Okay, bullets and numbering are used to emphasize list of things and usually make lists easier to read and follow. Right. So for example, if I want to highlight some of the points, then I should be using the bullets or numbering. And when we use bullets or numbering, it should not end with capital. If we are normally without bullet, if we are using like M and MBA professional, then it should be full stop, because it is a sentence now. But if we are using bullets or numbering like this, then bullets and numbering should not end with full stop. Okay, this is what we need to take care. So bullets, use bullet points to list features, steps, and tips. Instead of bullet, use numbering for more than 5 numbering. Use numbered list when explaining instructions that need to be performed in sequence. So this is about bullet and numbering. So here, all parts of speech we discuss, like parts of speech: noun, meaning people, places, things, or animals. For them, they have some names, and that are called as nouns. Okay, example: the sun shines. Anna goes to school, for example. All right. So pronouns. The pronouns are the words which are used instead of noun. Instead of noun. So for example, now pronouns like which replace nouns is called as pronoun, like he, she, it, and all that we discussed yesterday. An example: John is hungry. He wants to eat. So here John is a noun, and instead of noun in the second sentence, he is used, which is a pronoun. Then verb. Verb show action or being. So like run, go, eat, or whatever, write, go, all that are the verb. So in this case, the dog and cat are running. So the verb here, running, is the verb. Okay. Then we have adjective, describe nouns. So like he is a good boy. Good is a adjective which describes about the nature of the boy. Now, for example, in this sentence, he is a good boy. So the word good is adjective because it is describing the non-boy. So like angry, brave, and all these are some of the examples of adjective. Like brown dog. Brown is a color, dog is a noun, right? So brown is a color name that is different. Dog is a animal name. So what is the color of this dog? That is a brown dog. So it is an adjective. Dog is a noun, and here it is brown is an adjective noun. Fat cat, big cartoon. Okay, then adverbs. So describes verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs like runs quickly, eats very slowly. So here quickly is adverb, very is adverb. Now articles, today we discussed. So signal that a noun is going to follow. So we have two types of article. One is definite article and another one is indefinite. So THE is the article, the definite article. Are or and these two are indefinite articles, like the dog, the cat. So here a particular, we are talking about a particular dog, not the general. Then we have prepositions. So show relationship between a word in a sentence. For example, I am going to my garden. So here the preposition object of the P, object of the P. So here I am going to my garden. So in this case, preposition, okay, we don't see. Like the examples of prepositions like above, before, in, out, and all those ones. And then we have conjunction, meaning connect words, phrases, or clauses, or sentences, like and, or, but, so, far. All these are the conjunctions. All these words are called conjunction. Like I was tired, so I went to sleep. So so this word is actually the conjunction because it is connecting two separate sentences and making one. Like I was tired, this may be one sentence. Then I was tired full stop. I went to sleep. This is another sentence. So these two we can combine by using the conjunctions. Like here it is combined and made one sentence. I was tired, so I went to sleep. Interjections, exclamations that express strong feelings, like hooray and all. Here, oops, I spilled the milk. There was one example. So this is about the parts of speech. So in any sentence or speech, you find one of these. Okay, and here, as discussed, 26 letters, and out of 26, 5 are vowels: A, E, I, O, U. These 5 alphabets are vowels, and remaining 21 are consonant. Right. Similarly, yesterday we discussed about word. So now let's see what is clause. So a clause is defined as a group of related words that contains a subject and a predicate. So that is called as clause. For example, he came. From here, there is a meaning. He came, right? So in this case, it is a clause here, and as well as a complete sentence. Phrase. A phrase is defined as a group of related words that does not contain a subject and a verb. For example, now you see he reached school in time. So in this case, he reached school is one phrase. All right. In time is another phrase. Similarly, I was standing near a wall. So here, I was standing is one phrase composed of consisting of different words. So they are singing in a loud voice. So they are singing up to here, it is a phrase. So we can say that word composed of letters, then clause composed of words, and phrases composed of clauses, and sentence are composed of phrases. Okay, so for example, yeah, all these are the examples. So this completes our parts of the speech. So what we will do tomorrow, we will start with a new topic, kinds of sentences. So here, let me add. This is discussed on 21st as well as on 22nd. This is how we will keep track of it, because today you people will receive video recordings along with the books. Whenever in future, when you try to refer the video recordings, you will get the idea, okay, so in which session, on which date, which topic was covered, right? All that idea you will get. So here you can see the session, the topic second was discussed 2 days from here. You get the idea. See. All right. So any question related to parts of the speech? Anyone? All right. So here tomorrow we will start with kinds of sentences. Once we have good understanding of kinds of sentences, then types of tenses we will start. In this way, we will proceed. So it seems no question. Then let's go ahead and conclude this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.
Thanks for being with us. Keep watching our English language videos to improve your fluency and practice for better understanding.